the largest city in the world's largest rainforest. Welcome to Manaus, the mother of the god that runs through the biggest green patch on the planet. Now, what a lot of people don't know about Manaus is that it used to hold the world's largest floating slum, with almost 2,000 houses and 11,000 people, drifting on logs all along the Rio Negro River. So it was thought that the government destroyed this tropical Venice during the 1960s, until we found this.
Oh. Okay. Well, what a place. I'm not sure where we are. Bom dia. Oh. Posso cruzar? Oi, bom dia. Tudo bem? Isso é a sua casa?
Sou dono disso aí.
Meet Djalmo, one of the last residing citizens of the river slum.
Stefan.
And he's our first clue in this trail towards finding out what actually happened to this river slum, the sunken city in Manaus.
Oh. This doesn't look too stable. But that man crossed. Means it must be possible. Wow. Whoa. Whoa.
Falso aqui nessas tábuas estão tudo arrancado, né? Estão metendo aí um negócio para suspender isso.
Você mora aqui?
Olha.
Por quantos anos?
Segunda-feira. Oi? Segunda-feira. Eu fui lá no Sinai. Eu voltei agora.
Bom dia.
Bom dia, Luiz.
Tudo bem?
Bem, você?
Stefan?
Tá molhado, meu irmão.
Ah, não, tudo certo, não preocupe.
O negócio tá devagar, eu vou embora. Hein?
Você é o repórter? O que é?
Sim, eu sou do África.
Da África?
Na África, eu sou do África. Eu li que aqui foi um barril flutuando do rio, mas não existe mais, é? Não existe. Só aqui. Aqui eu flotando ou estabela aqui? A construção do casa aqui flotando?
É, não, lá, flutua.
Por quantos anos você mora aqui?
Faz uns 16 anos.
Ah,
Fiz um cadastro para eles tirar a gente daqui e nunca vieram tirar. Isso é quase ameaçar.
o governo não gosta que você mora aqui.
Eu cadastrei os documentos aqui para eles me tirarem daqui. Nunca apareceu essas casas que eles dão aí no programa.
Ah. É.
Tá bom, deixar esse negócio.
Tá.
Tudo aqui, o cara tá enterrando, que aqui a gente faz serviço de obra. Quem trabalha em serviço de enjeitando esse negócio aí.
Well. Yeah. It looks like the structures over that side is fixed, but over here you can feel that it's floating on those logs there. I don't know how safe it is to walk here. Yeah, look at this. This whole house, this whole structure is floating on logs. And looks like our man hasn't been able to get back into his house. Ah, here we go. Isso é seu barco?
Hã?
Seu barco aqui.
É, fica aqui.
E o que você faz com este barco?
Hã?
O que você faz com o barco? Pesca?
Não, eu trabalho fazendo frete aí na beira mesmo.
Pega uma coisa e levar para outro lugar.
Aqui é banana, é laranja, limão,
Ah, tá.
várias coisas, né?
So while Djalma was still busy trying to break into his own house, we went to talk to Zhao. Now, Zhao explained that he is the owner of the boat here and that he can take us around to see if we can find some more remains of this lost city and this lost way of life.
Eu vou falar com ele pouco, quero falar com ele, depois eu volto. Tá. We can go. This guy's still locked out of his house. Posso tentar ajudar? Eu tenho ombros longo.
Pra acertar aqui é que é o negócio, né?
Se você tá pronto, a gente vai.
Tá?
Tá. Posso te ajudar com alguma coisa?
Não. Só que aí engatou, né? Fiz só um pouquinho. Olha lá,
Ela lá, aqui.
Poxa, aí.
Isso. É, tá.
Pode entrar aqui pra dentro que eu vou funcionar aí do lado.
Tá. Well, cool.
Pode sentar aí que eu vou funcionar aqui, bicho.
Obrigado. Eu quero conhecer como este barco funciona.
Isso aqui é o Yamaha PMX 5,5.
5,5.
5,5. Ele é funcionário na Manique com esse negócio aqui.
Oh, look at that.
Toca aí. Aí pega aqui.
Wow, look at that. Whoa, and we are on. I use this to
Regular de fogo.
on the reds.
Tem mané tem que dar bico a mão aí pra cada lugar.
É muito interessante, é? Quantos anos você dirigiu este barco?
15 mil. Tô vendendo por 15 mil.
15 mil.
Usado. Cruzeiro
What are we doing now? There's the sun. It's rare that it comes out here. It's been very cloudy ever since we got here 2-3 days ago.
During the late 1800s, Manaus used to be the richest city in Brazil due to large exports of natural rubber, which comes from the rubber tree which is indigenous to this area. However, the English stole some of the seeds and started their own plantations in Asia. This caused the entire industry to collapse and a lot of people lost their jobs. They all flooded to the city of Manaus and constructed their houses on floating logs in the river to be closer to downtown and to avoid paying rates and taxes.
Yeah, I think we're ready to go. Push us away from the floating house over here. Tá, boa sorte. Yeah, so we left the barrio there, and now we're heading here for a little bit of a paseo. And you can see all the houses built on stilts. It must be for when the river rises higher, like over there. And all of these structures over here are floating. All these houses, just check that out. check that out.
In the late 1960s, the city of Manaus came up with a plan to bump up the city's economy. They were going to build a free economic zone, which offered tax relief to companies to build their factories in this region. The only problem was that there are no efficient road systems in this area to export the produced goods. They turned to the river as a means of export, but the only thing standing in their way was a massive floating slum.
Look at that. Probably repairing a ferry or something. I'm sitting here on the steering wheel. So the steering wheel is connected in here with this chain. And that probably turns the rudder. Looks like a favelas. Wow, more floating houses. So there's definitely some traces left, or that was influenced by this floating slum that used to be here in the 1900s. I think in 1960 it was torn down. Definitely can still see some evidence. They say it used to be a slum with very, very bad hygiene, and over here you can still see also it's not modern houses, looks like shacks. Oh. Right, let's get out here. Thank you, balance a bit. Here we go. Right, nice. We made it back safe. Let's see if our man's made it back into his house. Hola. Conseguiu entrar? No answer. Guess this guy must have gone and looked for help. João.
Tá, meu amigo.
Amanhã, amigo, muito obrigado, viu?
Igualmente aí, qualquer coisa, quiser dar uma volta, pode vir que ele tá aí.
Tá, eu vou. Muito obrigado, é? Foi uma passagem muito bom.
Falou.
Eu gostei demais. Tá, valeu.
Obrigado.
Até. Okay. Right. Let's make our way back to the other side. Whew. I wonder why this wood doesn't like ferment. Beleza? Valeu. Let's go in here.
Bom passeio?
É, foi ótimo, obrigado.
Bonito o rio, né?
É, tá bonito, é? Rio Negro.
Rio Negro, isso.
Rio Negro. Oi, valeu! Conseguiu entrar? É, muito bom. Well, happy days. You made it back. Ciao! Joe, ciao! So, yeah, let's make our way to that side. Whoa, this is bad. Look at all this pollution. Fucking hell. Horrible. I think there are a couple of people living here on houseboats as well. But yeah, seems like they haven't discovered dustbins yet. Boa tarde. Tudo bem? Yeah, looks like a boathouse. Got a television, electricity, an antenna, and everything. Let's go this way. So I made it here. Some sort of a restaurant. Here on top of this floating barrio. Over here. Here you can see all the houses on stilts. Out, stretching out over there. And yeah, over there, a whole floating community. All situated around here, this harbor area. We're going to check that out now. Whoa. Whew. Yeah, you can start to see the community down here. These houses, let's check it out. All of these houses built on these stilts, probably out of fear, not out of fear, but for when the river rises, that the houses don't fill up. Oh, look at that down here.
Finally, the government destroyed the slum in the late 1960s to make way for this free economic zone. The plan worked miraculously, and Manaus' economy has been growing ever since, now being home to more than 2.2 million people, completely isolated from any road systems in the heart of the biggest jungle in the world.
Olá! Boa tarde! Tudo bem? Beleza! Tudo bom? Stefan?
Pode falar.
Some people remember the floating city as a slum, with low-income families, sex workers and heavy alcohol consumption, as a dangerous place full of bars and brothels. Others remember the city as a cheerful place, where people were honest, happy, wore colorful clothing, danced and played guitar. Others don't even remember the city at all. It's funny how the world works, how the memory of such a unique place and the lives of 11,000 people can be reduced to a mere shadow of a memory, all within one lifetime.